Hi everyone, my name is Ayşe Akkır. Today I will present my assignment. We analyze algebra, geometry and measurement and data analysis in 7th grade. We benefited from Piaget's cognitive theory, Van Hale levels of geometric thought, Bloom's taxonomy and spiral approach. Algebra requires higher and abstract thinking. 7th graders are able to think abstractly because they are in formal operational stage. Before algebra unit, students learn to do for operation in integers and rational numbers because students will need them in algebraic expression. In 7th grade, it starts with addition and subtraction, then it continues with multiplication. After basic operation in algebra, students are ready to investigate patterns and express it algebraic form. We can conclude that there is an appropriate order in these three objectives. In 7th grade, students learn equation and discover the meaning of equation. Actually, they learn equation in 4th grade with using numbers, but in 7th grade, they need to make equation with algebraic expression. Also, in 7th grade, they need to recognize and identify first-degree equation with one unknown, which is comprehension level of thinking. Then they need to give a real-life example, which requires analysis level of thinking. Let's check other grades. In 5th grade, students learn finding the unknown. In 6th grade, they start to write algebraic expressions. Also, they learn variable. In 7th grade, they learn equality and equation, which is necessary to learn linear equations in 8th grade. In 8th grade, they also learn inequality. We can say that there is a nice order for spiral approach. In algebra unit, it starts with conceptual understanding, then it focuses on procedural understanding. In geometry unit, it starts with angle bisector. This objective is in comprehension level for Bloom's taxonomy. In Van Hale, it is in level 1. Then students will learn corresponding angles, alternate interior and alternate exterior angles. On the other hand, it is obvious that there is no link between features of angle types and bisector. It can be questioned that why angle bisector is in this grade level. In 6th grade, students learn to draw angle and draw an equal angle to a given angle. Bisector angle can be also given in 6th grade. On the other hand, in 6th grade, it may be too much for students. Then students will learn the situation of three lines, which are one transversal and two parallel lines. Also, they will learn about parallelism of two lines. In Van Hale's geometric thinking, this part is in level 2, which is informal deduction. Then it continues with polygons. Students need to recognize rectangle, parallelogram, trapezoid and rhombus and determine the angle properties. Square is treated as a special case of rectangle and rhombus. In addition, the rectangle and rhombus are considered as special versions of the parallelogram. Also, rectangle, rhombus and parallelogram are considered as special cases of trapezoid. Students need to realize that because they are able to reason hypodeductively. In next objective, the perimeter of different rectangles with the same area and the areas of different rectangles with the same perimeter are examined. According to Piaget, in formal operational stage, students can identify all possible combinations. For instance, they can find different area of rectangles whose perimeters are the same, and also it has link with algebra, which is a nice point. Then circle comes to complete geometry unit. This order is efficient because angles are used in circle. In circle, students learn central angle and the relation between the central angle and the line segment. Also, students learn to measure the length of the line segment by using ratio. After that, measuring area is in the order. It is important that connecting area of circle with ratio topic. After spending time with 2D shapes, students should be mastered at 3D shapes. Then students should imagine 3D shapes of a given 2D shapes from different perspectives, which is difficult for most of the students. However, in the formal operational stage, students are getting to be able to do mental tasks better. It looks like that this objective is in the appropriate position. Let's check other grades. In 5th grade, students learn types of angle. In 6th grade, they learn adjacent and complementary angle. In 8th grade, they don't learn angle, but they use their knowledge in congruence and similarity. Again, the order is appropriate for spiral approach because in every year it becomes more challenging. In 5th grade, students learn the area of rectangle. Then students learn area of parallelogram in 6th grade. These previous objectives make students ready for the new knowledge. In 8th grade, students learn geometrical objects area such as cylinder. If we look at Van Hele levels, in 5th grade, students know the properties of geometric shapes and their relations. For example, the square is taken a special case of rectangle. Therefore, students are in level 1 in this grade. In 6th grade, students are in level 2, since students make analysis between shapes. For instance, students use rectangles properties to solve parallelogram's area. Finally, in 8th grade, students in level 2, since students can make relations between different concepts. For example, students make analysis between congruence and similarity. In this unit, we observe that procedural understanding comes after conceptual understanding. Let's move on to data analysis. It is the last unit of 7th grade. It can be discussed why data analysis at the end. Why don't we start the 7th grade with data analysis? In Turkey, it's obvious that teachers sometimes do not catch up the curriculum and the last ones are generally left without teaching. In 7th grade, it starts with making line graph because students learned bar graph in 6th grade. Then, in 7th grade, students learn mean, median, and mode. Then pie graph comes. The order of objective in this unit are appropriate. When students learn mean, median, and mode, they can apply their knowledge in the next objective so that they can connect and construct their knowledge based on previous knowledge. The last objective, which requires to transform all three types of graphs, wrap up the whole unit, which is in a perfect place. Let's check other grade levels. In 5th grade, students learn to pose a question and show data on bar chart. When we look at the 6th grade, students construct a bar chart with two different data. Moreover, students begin to learn abstract terms such as arithmetic mean and range. When we come to 8th grade, the objectives are same as the 7th grade, but the only difference is increasing the number of data in 3. Number of different data increases every grade. Therefore, the sequence of objectives is convenient for spiral approach. Let's check previous year's curricula. There are too much example in 2009's curriculum. In 2013, the program has simplified, but in 2018, it was the simplest version. 2018's curriculum is more student-centered. Moreover, the curriculum is prepared by focusing on Van Hele's geometry level in geometry and measurement unit because students may have different levels of understanding when learning geometry. Thanks for watching my presentation.